Hi folks, welcome to another installment of The Persistent Rumor. My name is Chocolate Yoddah, spelled Y-O-D-D-A-H, because film studios are litigious. And today I want to talk about the persistent rumor of a good man. I'm going to tell you a true story of a real person, and everything I'm going to say is true. So, there was a very well-respected man. The community loved him. He was a family man, had a wife and children. He was a business owner, served the community. He belonged to basically every civic and business organization in his town. He was a homeowner, paid his taxes, kept a very tidy lawn, all that good stuff. And by all accounts, he was just a good man. He was very artistic. He, that's something I admire. I can't draw at all. So anyone that does that, I think that's pretty cool. He, on top of everything else, in his spare time, when he had any spare time, he would entertain sick children in the pediatric ward of the local hospital. He dressed up as a clown to entertain these children. Now, like all human beings, he had a flaw. Maybe you could call it a hobby. You could even call it a compulsion. But this good man just did this one thing that was problematic. What he would do is he would capture or lure teenage boys. He would torture them. He would rape them. And then he would murder them. To add to the crazy, he buried most of his victims under the crawl space of his house and in his backyard. All told, there were 33 victims. And he was caught, obviously. He was tried, convicted, and eventually murdered by the state of Illinois. His name was John Wayne Gacy, and he died on May 10th, 1994. What's the point of this story? Why am I bringing this guy up? Well, the point of it is really in conjunction with all the celebrity worship that I see. Just because on the outside a person is doing something respectable or talented or good or whatever, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily a good person. We have seen so many celebrities who led horrible lives, who were beating on women, who were cheating on their spouse, who were cheating on taxes, who raped and murdered people. I mean, it happens all the time. I don't think a year goes by without finding out that another beloved celebrity was just a horrible person. And I think it's important to remember that, especially when these things come up, like in the Will Smith case, where it's like, oh yeah, getting jiggy with it, summertime, Men in Black, yeah, all great stuff, right? I enjoyed the product that he put out for years and years, decades, all right? But that doesn't mean I know the guy. That doesn't mean the world knows what's in his heart. Would you have imagined that Will Smith would have gotten pimped by Jada Smith that way? I wouldn't have, but that's because, I imagined what kind of person he might have been. I fall into this trap too. I wasn't surprised to learn that it was different because I know that this is the reality of human beings, but, I was one of those people that was like, oh, Will Smith seems like a good man. And maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But he definitely did one thing that wasn't so good. So again, let's try to keep that in the back of our minds that we don't really know who these people are. All right. Thanks for listening. Until next time, peace, love, and granola.